Welcome in, Fins faithful. Miami Dolphins head coaching search is officially underway, led by new general manager John Sullivan, or we call him Sully, and owner Stephen Ross. I think this has been handled differently. I'll tell you why. John Harbaugh's in the mix. He was contacted. Chris Shula, grandson of the legend, Dolphins all-time great coach Don Shula, among other names we'll get into here in this quick update. Instead of chasing hype or headlines, Miami Dolphins are focused on finding the right head coach through and through. It's been a deliberate process from the general manager search to the head coach search. Let's dive into it. Let's get you guys caught up with the latest. So the latest coming out of Twitterland, which was first by Mr. Adam Schefter. On the day the Dolphins finalized their agreement with general manager John Sullivan, they finally reached out to John Harbaugh and let it be known that they too are interested in him per sources. So Miami adds the list of teams that would like to meet with John Harbaugh. Just a quick update, maybe a half an hour ago from Jay Glazer. He just spoke with Harbaugh, who said he told me that while a ton of teams have reached out to him about their openings, he's going to take the weekend, narrow it down to maybe 3 before go-to interviews rather than all across the board. So you got to wonder, are the Dolphins in it? Are they going to be one of the teams? I imagine them, the Giants, the Titans, are going to be among the teams that would be interested in Harbaugh with all the things he's got away. And again, with the Harbaugh situation, like I said, they could have made it easier on themselves by just picking Chad Alexander, but I like the way they did it. They recognized that the GM hire was the most important. Let's just focus on getting the best candidate, and we still have a shot at Harbaugh here. So I would assume we'll be in one of those top 3 or 4 teams. He's on that list, so we'll see how that plays out. I think he's going to start taking interviews next week, guys. And then my favorite here, Tom Pelissero reporting. Here's a fun one. Dolphins have requested an interview with Rams DC Shula for their head coaching job. Per source, Shula, grandson of legendary Dolphins coach Don Shula, is eligible to interview next week after the Rams wildcard game. This would be a fun one. Just having him, it seems like, man, we finally get our first playoff win in 26 years. Could it be the Shula name? That comes with a lot. It's tough. You can hire Shula, but then you might also have to fire Shula. So he's one of my favorites. Privately, I hope he gets the job. I was kind of thinking before the process that maybe they would hire John McKay and him. That'd be a combo. Little known facts about Shula is he was teammates in Miami, Ohio with Sean McVay. So he's off that McVay tree. He did a fantastic job in the Rams. So let's see where that goes with him. Another interview here. Dolphins. This is from Jordan Schultz. Dolphins are interviewing Seahawks offensive coordinator Klint Kubiak for their head coach open position today. I believe they interviewed him today. He's the first one. Miami quickly gets its head coaching search underway with Kubiak, whose offense drive this Seattle. This one I'm a little less bullish on. He was the offensive coordinator with the I think the Saints in 2024. He was the passing game coordinator with the Niners in 23. Also a pass game coordinator in 22 with the Broncos, and currently he's the Seahawks offensive coordinator. He's doing a great job with that offense and Sam Darnold and revitalizing, taking his career to the next step. His play calling's his father is a great offensive mind, and Gary Kubiak and the Shanahan tree. So I'm a little bullish on him. If he ended up hiring him, I'd be okay with it, but not on the top of my list. And then this one is probably my least favorite. Diana Rossini reported Dolphins put in current 49ers DC Robert Saleh last night. His connection to the new GM. He spent time at the Packers practice in around Green Bay last season after he was fired by the Jets. So, yeah, Robert Saleh obviously been a head coach with the Jets. I don't know. I know we want an experienced head coach, but this wouldn't be one. I just know when. I don't know. I didn't know if I love what Robert Saleh did with the Jets. It's not something I would expect them to hire. I think they're bringing him in just for, he spent time with Sullivan. Sullivan knows him. Maybe had a more of a courtesy thing. But, yeah, this would be my least favorite so far of all the hires. And then the last one we got up for you is Dave Hyde. Besides Harbaugh and Kubiak, Dolphins are expected to talk with Kevin Stefanski, another name to come. Coaching job. Stefanski, obviously, with the Browns, had some success, had some failures, has experience. I wouldn't hate this one. You bring in the people who don't want a first-time head coach. If I like Kevin Stefanski, he would be one I'd be fine with. So, and there'll be more on the list. And if there were some guys that I would add on there, Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator for the Chargers, a guy I like a lot too. So we'll see where this coaching search goes. I expect this to go a little slower than the GM process, probably into next week. We find out what Harbaugh's team are. We'll find out when, Shula can't be interviewed until after the wild card game. So, Saleh probably, Saleh and Kubiak's already been interviewed. So those are the names right now: Harbaugh, Shula, Stefanski, Saleh, Kubiak. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys like? I'll be putting out more videos. Obviously, I was under the weather, feeling a little better. But, Finn's Faithful here. We're going to put out a bunch more videos. We got a lot of stuff planned. So, but I do want to say this, I love the way the Dolphins have handled the GM hire with conviction. I like how they're approaching head coach search led by the new GM with a clear list of candidates and a commitment to a thorough, deliberate process. Focus feels like it's on choosing the best candidate. That's what it felt like with the GM hire, and it's what it feels like here now. They're not chasing hype like usual or narratives or storylines. This is the most confident I've had in ownership in a long time. Kudos to the organization for how it's been handled. Now, you still got to get hired and produce, and the results got to be there. But I think the way they've done it gives you a higher probability than that. That's what I like. For the first time in a long time, it feels a little different. Not rushed, not flashy, just like football decisions on the right way. Who knows? Could be the Aikman hire, who also Troy Aikman's going to be also involved. Stay along as an advisor role for the head coaching candidacy. So that's good. He did. I like what I heard from him and the GM. So it actually gives him a hope. And I'll make a shocking little statement here. Going into this draft, I probably have never been confident on the guy who's picking the players since Jimmy Johnson. So I'll leave it at that. Guys, give us a thumbs up, like in the video, share the video. Check us out. Check all our content out here on Finn's Faithful. We'll be back better than ever, guys. We appreciate it. This is a quick coaching update. More news to come. As always, guys, stay Finn's Faithful. Stay safe. We'll see. If any news breaks with the head coach, we'll let you know. But this is a quick update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Finn's up. Finn's Faithful. You